Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby, presentation lead. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We were talking about funny job titles in the break, and I just Leanne's given me a new one because I say, "Oh, can I be like senior presenter?" Seen as like, you know, our guys obviously present and do the experting, but I obviously do the majority of the presenting. So I said, "Oh, can I have the title senior presenter?" And Leanne said, "Better one sounds presentation lead." So that's what I'm going for. I'm going to change all of my emails next week, put it at the bottom of my email and see who notices before I get told off by the bosses going, "That's not your title. You're just a lowly presenter." But anyway, yes, welcome to the show. My name is Ben Moseby, just, you know, run-of-the-mill, normal, you know, good egg Ben Moseby. And we're here for 2 hours of Colour Me Happy, a show I feel like we've not done for a while. And I'm really looking forward to this because I think this show will tie in very nicely with what we've been doing as far as the Craft Your Stash shows have been concerned over the course of this week. Because you guys have loved those. Certainly if our last 2 hours is anything to go by with our machine Craft Your Stash show, you've loved the interactivity. So we've got plans for this show. We've got things that we want to show you. We've got deals that we want you to get your hands on. But let's make it as interactive as we made the last show. Let's get the questions in. Let's get the comments in. Let's get some newbies getting in touch with us as well. Even if you just like get in touch to say hello, we would love to hear from you. But any questions you want to ask, pertaining to all things Spectre Noir, all of our pens. Look, we're obviously going to be featuring lots of different items. We've got the sparkle pens on the show, we've got glitter pens on the show, we've got tricolour aquas, we've got some of our pencils on the show too. But if there's anything particular that you want to ask when it comes to colouring, ask it and we will get that question answered for you because I am here, presentation lead, with the... If you say it enough, Ben, it will stick. It will stick. I am here with, it's going to be one of those Fridays, the CEO of Craft, and he's the one and only, it's a name she gave to herself earlier on, the Barnsley Bombshell. It's Debbie Robinson. How are you, CEO?
Absolutely fine, thank you very much. Yes, slight slip of the tongue there, but yes, just Debbie Robinson, CC is where CC. But yeah, so it's good. Well, another good one as well, because I love Colour Me Happy show. I absolutely love this show. So I'm here to answer any questions, hopefully inspire you if you've already got some of these items, and do a few techniques. We've already had a few requests throughout the day. So to the people that asked about doing stamping with sparkle pens and aqua markers, the tricolour aqua markers, then absolutely, absolutely, I will cover those. And then somebody asked yesterday about a reverse stamping image, which was our lovely Anna.
Oh, yeah.
And so I said I would definitely cover that for you as well. But we've got sparkles. I love a bit of sparkle in my life, and these definitely tick the right boxes, which we're going to kickstart things with. Everything on the show is all water-based. It's all like water-soluble aqua markers, in fact, it's the tricolour aquas we've got on today. We've got the glitter markers, the sparkle pens. I'm going to try and get in as many different kind of techniques as we possibly can. I did say this morning it's probably going to be one of those days where there's no demo of the day, demo of the shows or anything like that, because it's just we're taking a slightly different approach today, and I've been enjoying it so far. I've absolutely loved it, taking the pressure off myself to get on one of those stars. You know, when you get one of those stars at the end of the week, I've taken the pressure on myself there a little bit, but it's been I've really enjoyed today so far. So any questions, anything you want to ask, please do get in touch with Ben Moseby, presentation lead,
yes,
and he will pass them through to myself, the
CEO of Craft. And doing that this evening, actually, we have got social media superstar. You should definitely put that on your emails, superstar Susie. Absolutely know you as social media superstar. Just to say from the off as well, just getting back to serious matters, big thanks to everyone who's been very patient with the website. You guys will know we've launched our new website. Few teething issues, but I kind of feel like that we are getting to the other side of that now. So a big thank you for all of your patience with that. Just to mention, our team have been working very hard behind the scenes to get things sorted. And you should now, if you haven't logged in for a while, you should now be able to see your points and membership level as soon as you log in online. And also, Your Club Inspire discount. I know you're probably used to seeing that when you're sort of shopping away, see the discount. With the new website, you don't see it until you check out. So don't worry about kind of going, oh, well, I should be paying less than that. You'll see it when you get to the checkout process. But again, a massive thank you for your patience. And we will be, of course, getting that website up and running and ready for something which is happening on Monday, which you might know about. And if you don't know about it, have a look on the various pages, because on the Crafters TV page and across a lot of our pages as well, we've shared the booklet. Liam! Get rid of the apparently! That is my...
I absolutely love that. Presentation lead. Apparently. Oh, Liam. Liam. Can I
He's
just
walking
say
up
that's
the corridor. He's like this. He's walking up the corridors. He's just like this. That was him just then. That is so funny. That is so funny.
Oh, goodness me.
Dear, dear. That's the best, even with the apparently, that's the best name strap title I've ever had on any shopping tunnel I've ever done.
Your wrap up this week.
It's there. It's there. And I want that strap with the apparently on forever now. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, CEO of Craft. Thank you, Liam. I love you, Liam,
dear.
says Susie. I've just seen that. Presentation lead, says Fred171. Wow, I should be impressed, right? Lol. Yes, but not as impressed as you should be with the CEO of Craft. I was just saying before you guys all started mucking around, the booklet is live. Check the CTV pages, check the Instagram pages, we've all shared it around. It's there for you, it's out in the ether, so you can get looking and seeing what is going to be coming up next week. Right, few of those, then we'll get into this. Let's keep the questions nice. Let's keep the comments coming in. Loads of questions. Let's keep it nice and interactive. Fred joins us from a very sunny and warm San Francisco Bay Area, California. Diane Cadman says, hi and good evening, everyone. Hello. Mary Beth Dawes says, hi from Minnesota. Lois is in saying, hi, everyone, and good afternoon from Ohio, the place that's shaped like a tractor, Ohio. Mary Pat says, good morning, everyone, from a sunny and cold Montana. Candy is in saying, hey there, friends, from Portland, Oregon, and hi to Jill from North Yorkshire. Jane Adams says, hi, everyone, from Las Vegas. Lynn Morton says, good evening, Debbie, Ben, team, social, and all the CTV team from Newcastle. Team tonight is James and Nicola, top team, steering the good ship Craft. We've also got Liam, he's doing something or other. I always do, he's wobbling down the corridor, not doing very much. Unlike your presentation lead. Tracy's in tonight as well, so top team in this evening. Lynn, it's not that funny, Nicola, they're all laughing at me now. Lynn says, you can never have too much sparkle, or if it's sparkle you want, wait till you see the first collection in a second. Zoe says, good evening from West Sussex. Jane says, off the rails already. Going to be one of those Fridays, I think. Kendall Safari says, hi everyone from Minnesota. Oh, the first question's coming. We'll do that in a second, actually. We'll do that question in a minute. But let's look at the first deal that we've got. Your Sparkling Glitter Pen 18-piece collection. I'll show you the colours here, and then I'll ask the question which a lot of people ask when it comes to our sparkle pens and our glitter pens. So this bundle brings you everything I'm about to show you. If you just want the glitter pens, they're available in a separate bundle. If you just want the sparkle pens, they're also available in a separate bundle. But the sparkle pens, you're going to get 2 sets of these included within this collection. So this should be nearly £50, nearly $74 for your platinum. It's £30.40, $46.40. So sparkle pens, you're going to get your Fig, you're going to get your Peacock Blue and your Macaroon. And then within the tint and tone, you've got your onyx black, you've got your starry sky, and your crystal clear as well. These are super sparkly, jam-packed full of your glittery sparkle, and also water soluble too. So you can do all of your different techniques with these, creating absolutely fantastic backgrounds with these as well. And we'll show you, I'm sure Debbie will go into detail, show you how to get these going, how to work them, and how to create the very best backgrounds and colour with these. Fantastic. Those two you're going to get in the set. Then we're going to bring you your glitter markers as well. So again, you're getting 2 sets here. The neon lights is the first one. 6 pens in total here. Those are the colours that you're going to be getting. So you've got your neon violet, neon yellow, you've got that in pink, in the blue, in the orange, and then you've got your neon green in there as well. These, once again, packed with shimmering glitter. These have got like a harder nib to them as well, but once again, these are water soluble. So if you want to do some water techniques with these, you can. Although I think when we get onto these with Debbie, you'll kind of see the differences between the 2 sets. You're also going to get within the collection your cool elements, and that brings you all of these shimmery colours. So your cool blue, your carbon, your moonlight, silver, you've got your jade aqua, you've got your frozen lake, and then you've also got your midnight frost. £30 and 40 pence. $46.40 if you're a platinum member. But as I said, if you just want the sparkle pens, you can. If you just want the glitter markers, you can. But you save a bit of extra money when you go for this collection. And who wouldn't want all of that sparkle and all of that glitter? Let's chat around this, Debbie. I know you'll go into it, but what are the main differences there? Because a lot of people talk about the sparkle pens and they talk about the glitter markers and they go, well, what's the difference?
There's a huge difference, definitely a huge difference. I mean, both are going to offer you lots of lovely shimmering sparkle, but just in a different format. And equally, saying that they're different in the terms of what you can do with them, you need both of them because of that fact that they've got 2 different elements to them. But I'm going to show you how to prime them, I'm going to show you how to use them, lots of different techniques as well. Bet, with your brush nib, because this is what you're getting in a sparkle pen, is you've got your barrel full of all your gorgeous ink, along with your water, because it's water-based, so it's got your water content in there as well. And then that ultra fine glitter, that lovely shimmering sparkle that really does create something wow every single time. Now, I'm going to show you how to prime a pen and also how to wake and shake it up. Yeah. But the difference that you're getting is that you've got this brush nib, and I say a brush nib, I'm just going to bring a bit of white cardstock underneath for you. This gorgeous fluid brush nib here that allows you to create lots of lovely techniques with it as well. But it's really impactful with all that gorgeous sparkling extra. It is extra sparkle because they're just absolutely beautiful, and the colours are stunning in this little collection that we've put together for you. Now, with a marker one, it's still equally got just as much gorgeous vivid ink in there, along with that ultrafine glitter again, and it really is that ultra fine one, and then that impactful sparkle. But the difference here is now you're talking a pen. Yeah. It's more of a bullet nib, and again you can create some lovely techniques with it, but it's still water soluble, so you can still colour with it, you can still draw out colour with it as well with your water based pens or your sparkle, your clear overlay sparkle, and you're getting a clear overlay sparkle actually in this collection. You are, yeah. So there's lots of things that you're going to be able to do with it, and I'm going to show you how. What I'm going to show you first though, Ben, is a few samples, if I may, before we go into those, so you can see the kind of things that you can do with them. Ooh. And you can create beautiful, gorgeous backgrounds. Now, that's a background using that lovely, the vintage antique, get the right way around, Debbie. Just a lovely little colour wash background, but impactful. You can see all that gorgeous sparkle, and then it's been stamped over the top of it to create that background wash. This one equally just as nice, creates a little bit of a resist technique because it's a white embossing powder that's been stamped, a heat set, and then the wash go over the back, and it creates that lovely resist. This one's a lovely one because again it's a little bit of an inky background, a little bit of faux bleaching going off there, lots of splodgers, but how really effective that looks. It looks absolutely stunning.
You know, when you're creating these backgrounds, and I've seen you do before, is there a question, do you take the sparkle pens to the backgrounds, or do you splodge out the
You can do lots, and that's what I'm going to show you, because you can do the wet on wet technique, so you can wet your cardstock and then splash it in there. You can go on to dry cardstock, and I'm going to cover that one as well. You can just take a simple wash, or take your pen directly onto your cardstock and draw it out. Again, I'm going to show you that. So there's lots of things that you're going to be able to do with them, and I'm hoping to show you, but carry on with a few of these samples. because these are lovely, lovely colour wash, lovely colour wash. I did something very similar this morning, so if you want to go back and see how I created a similar version, you can go back and watch that. But it literally is a little wash drawn out with some water there, and then to create this lovely faux bleach kind of technique into the stamp, it's just dabbing water in and taking it off the excess. It's absolutely fabulous. It's a really cool one to do. Look how gorgeous that is.
Oh, that's amazing.
Absolutely beautiful. And again, look at all that sparkle in the background. This is another little technique that you can do where you can just splash in. Yeah, it's really nice and fun. This one's a fabulous one because this is actually a stamp. So it's been done the colour wash, but then it's been stamped, and the stamp has been spritzed with water and then onto there, and then lifts off that colour. So it really creates a real technique, and I'm going to show you how to do that one as well. People always think that you've got to go onto cardstock, but this is foam, our flower foaming foam. So some of the sparkles gone onto there and then die cut and created some beautiful flowers. And of course, I said this morning, I'll say it again, they're crying out to be used with our silhouette stamps, and we've got plenty of those on the website. You can go and check that out and create those lovely background washes as well. They're absolutely beautiful. So many things you can do with them, but I think the first thing I want to show you, Ben, is how to prime a pen, because it's just that simple thing of knowing how to prime your pen, look after your pens, and then of course, seriously, this is just, I can't wait to get started with these because I'll be here forever and a day. I need more than 2 hours, let me tell you that.
Well, you're on your own after 8 o'clock. I'm going home, it's Friday. I love you and everything, but 8 o'clock, I'm out of here.
You're out the door?
Yeah.
Now, listen, what you're going to do is take it out, and you'll see straight away, noticeably, if I bring this other pen in, you can see that there's a little yellow belly band round there. What we want to do is prime this pen up. This is already primed. When we come to use it again though, especially with storing, you'll need to shake it to wake it again, because you need to mix all that water, the glitter, that beautiful ink, because it really is superb quality ink in there. But we're going to give it a little bit of a shake. So give it a little bit of a shake up and down. At this point, it's absolutely fine because we've not taken off that belly band. Give it a good old tap around on your hand. Turn that around, shake that all up. But you can hear the little ball bearing in there. Can you hear that? Yeah, absolutely. But you want to really wake it all up, and I mean wake. When they've been in transition or when they've been laid flat, they do need to be woken back
Every
up.
time is this, or is this just from new?
No, from new. So because what I'm going to do is I've just taken off the top, taken off the yellow band, and then I'm going to screw that back onto the top of the barrel, and then just remove the top, and then you're literally connecting it to that barrel there. Now the brush itself is in transition when it's new, just needs a little tickle on the end to release the brush. The brush nib at the top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this down. Now it's already been shook up, it's already been woken up, but walked up, that's a terrible word.
It's what?
Walked up, woken up. And again, you can just give it a little shake. What I would say is when you're giving it a shake, if you've got it at this, do it upright, and then just give it a little tap as well. But we've got this push at either side of your pen, and what you're going to do is to create, you're just going to give it a gentle, not a splurge, not a hard squeeze, a gentle squeeze, and then wait for that ink to, oh, there we go, come down. Look how gorgeous this is. And this is one of those beautiful colours that you're getting in this bundle.
Beautiful, yeah.
And it really is. And it is water soluble because you can take a brush straight away. So if I bring in one of my little brushes, in fact, you know what I'll do? I'll bring the crystal clear overlay in. Because you can then just continue and to drag out that colour and go back in if you want to go back in.
Does that not then contaminate the end of your brush?
No, because this now you can see is a bit of colour on there, but you can either take a scrap of tissue or you can go on to another spare piece of cardstock and then it becomes clear again. So that has now lost that purple, but what we're just going to do is just quickly force dry this, use a heat tool. You need a good heat tool at this stage.
What heat tool is this? Because someone asked earlier on, can you please mention the name of the heat tool you use? Well, this is our own one, isn't it? Christine's asking.
So it's a Crafter's Companion one, and you'll find it on the website. It's a 2-speed setting. It's not a 2-heat setting, it's a 2-speed setting. You've got a slower one and a faster one. I suppose it depends on what you want to, or how quick you want to dry something. And I'm just going to dry that over the top, just to give it that little, I'm force drying it. I'll be totally honest, when I use I usually let them dry naturally at this stage.
How long does that take?
Not long. Not long at all. Half an hour tops, if that. If that, I mean, even, I'm saying if that, depends where you are in your room. Because if it's really warm, now, can you see?
Oh, yeah, you can.
The sparkle. on these are incredible. They're absolutely beautiful. And again, because it's water soluble, you can still go in and do your full bleaching and all those kind of things as well, which we'll cover in a second. I love these pens because of this. That hint of that sparkle, that shimmering sparkle there, just sets these apart. And the colours are absolutely sensational. They really are. Now, that's how you prime a pen. Now, obviously, we always advise people store flat. Now, I have said this before, if you can't store them flat, you will store them upright. So if I just show you, in fact, I'll do it there, you're going to store them upright where the brush is pointed upwards and this barrel down. If you do it the other way around and you point, you know, it goes down, all that's going to happen is all the ink's going to come through. So when you take it off, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get some excess ink in there. And I will say, and I did say this, another little bit of housekeeping that I always say, is that when you've finished there, and if you've got a little bit of excess ink, just get it onto a piece of paper and just wipe that clean, so that none of it's coming down, because what will happen is you'll pop that lid back on, and if there's a little bit of loose ink, it transfers into there, then you come take it off and it splatters everywhere. You don't want that. So it's just a little bit of housekeeping when it comes to your pens, that when you do lay them flat or you have left them upright and you haven't used them for a while, they do need to be shaken again to wake them up.
Okay.
So, and a little top tip that I do is I do it this way. So I'm just going to show you. Can we do the upright? Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, I was trying to say the upright angle, but it didn't sound quite right. No. Didn't quite sound right, but give them a good shake.
Yeah.
And do it with the brush nib up at the top.
Okay.
Because again, that ink, if it comes out, it can sometimes end up being a bit splodgy, and we don't want that. It's just those little things. All you need to do is shake from side to side, give it a little tap,
just
wake that up.
Well, you're showing us that as well. So Yvonne's experienced leakage out of the edge above the nib. Is that maybe a faulty pen, or is that the fact she's perhaps not storing them correctly?
It's probably the storage, or a fact, because this one this morning, whenever I used it last, I'd left the excess ink. So when I opened it up, it splattered everywhere. So it's just a case of making sure, because that's being you can see there's nothing excess there. And I can promise you, if you look after them properly, that's a good thing. You know, that's a little good couple of tips that I've just given you to stop that from happening. And again, if it does, just make sure before you store it back in, dab off that little bit of excess, put that back on, and you're absolutely fine. And even when you shake that back up, and again, little top, like I said, top tip when you're shaking it back up to wake it back up again, you literally just do it upright. So if you can see, I'm going from side to side. I can see it side to side, but you can't. Can you see I'm doing it side to side? There you go.
Yeah.
No,
look at that.
hang on, there we go.
Skills.
Side to side, and then up and down. Yeah. And then when I open that up, nothing's escaped anywhere. It's still a nice clean brush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, James. Right, stay there. Thank you. That were a good bit of up and down camera angles then, wasn't it? Yes,
Charlie
absolutely.
There, going on?
Absolutely. So yeah, that's just a little top tip for you when it comes to using those. I will come to the markers in a moment, but there's a couple of things that you can do with this. So we talked about the wet on wet and things like that. So if I just bring in a clear, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spritz it.
Okay.
I've got watercolour cardstock, always premium. Optimum results, watercolour cardstock when you're using a water-based soluble. And I've kind of spritzed quite a nice bit onto there. I'm just going to come in with my 3 pens there from earlier, because these have all been primed now, but I'm just going to give them that little shake. I want to wake that glitter back up. I want to shake it into that ink, that gorgeous ink, and make sure that I've got a really nice, ready to go, she says. Let me just see if I think I had 3 Weetabix this morning when I put these tops back on. Whew! Right, so we can squeeze a little bit on and drop. Right, if I just drop a little bit, in fact, do you know what I'll do? Just get that, there we go.
This is watercolour cardstock, right?
Yes, watercolour cardstock, and dropped into wet cardstock. Whee. And I love how it just veins out, you know, like gives you that
like
lovely...
Firework.
Yeah. Now, that's just dropped as a blob, so to speak. Again, I know I've been squeezing a bit out there, so I'm just going to give it a little tiny wipe. It makes all the difference, believe you me. But I can spritz that again, so I can give a little bit of a spritz. Okay. And you can move that around there.
Yeah.
But I've still got lots of water on there, so I'm going to come in with the next colour. So let's come in and drop a couple of... let me just make sure. There we go. Couple of little bits of colour.
Is this the fig, isn't it?
This is, yes. Yeah. So again, let me get rid of the air bubble there.
Pretty.
But just drop that down. And again, I can move that in a second, but again, I'm just going to make sure it's all nice and clean, because if it's not, that's when you end up with a bit of an inky mess. But to be fair, Ben, I love a bit of an inky mess, I'm not going to lie. And again, just activate that, get that going, and then just drop that into there. Now, if it just does the blob, you can still see in the colours. Let's come down with a few. Just especially here, because it wasn't really wet. It's actually dried. It's very warm in the studio this evening. So you get all of that movement in the wet areas, and it literally just spreads out. But these haven't moved because that area's dried. So what you're going to do is get your spritzer again and just give it a little spritz. And just move that around.
Wowee. Look at that.
It just looks, I mean, these are just some of the little ways that you can do it. And then, of course, you can either leave that to dry naturally, or you can force it a little bit, or you can get a bit of a wiggle and let them run into each other.
Sort of naturally spreading anyway,
yeah,
isn't it?
naturally spread around there, because it depends on the amount of water that you've put down there. At this stage, you can actually either leave it as it is, or you could add rock salt to it as well.
Ooh, yeah.
And then spritz it with some water, and then leave it to dry naturally. Don't try and force that drying stage. And then you'll get those lovely background techniques that you do when it lifts with rock salt. And rock salt always gives better, because it's a thicker salt that you can put on there. But you need to make sure that area is wet if you're doing that. Or you could go back in and add a few more extra bits of colour if you want. Or just come in and add a little bit around. And then again, oop, Debbie, clean. I was complaining earlier that somebody hadn't done it, and it's me. But yes, and again, you can just add a little bit more to it and move that around. If you are going to do that, whether or not you leave it naturally or force dry it, and I'll probably give it a little bit of a, let's do a little bit of drying. Has there been any more questions, Ben, or are we good? Are we good up to now?
We're pretty good. There's some hellos coming in which we can do. Kendall's joined us from Minnesota. Linda Fitzsimmons says hi all from Crayford in Kent.
Lovely Linda.
Lovely Linda. Marjorie Thompson's in from Manchester. Another Linda Armstead is in from Maryland, says hi all. Terry Anderson says hello, Benny Ben from Ohio. Hello, Terry. Benny Ben. Carletta Morris says hello everyone from Arkansas, and Kim Luss says good morning everyone from Texas. Huge shout out and kudos to Sharon Simpson, Service Operations Manager, for her assistance and prompt response to my email. Please give her a mention. Crafters Companion Team is the best, thank you. Yes, there you go, Sharon Simpson, Service Operations Manager. There is a brilliant title, almost as good as Presentation Lead.
Sharon's been with the company a very long time.
Yeah.
Lovely lady, and super incredibly helpful. If you have any problems, she obviously heads the customer service team.
Yeah.
And let me just say, the best customer service team in the craft business.
Absolutely.
By far. Now, can you see?
Yes.
It's almost atmospheric, that little background. You know, it's like you imagine like stars and things like that in the background. But that's your wet on wet technique. And of course, you can do a dry one as well. So you could take a dry piece, and you could come in and do exactly the same, but you get a different effect.
Okay.
So I suppose it depends on what you know, what kind of effect that you want to do. I did promise though we'd do a little bit of stamping with our sparkle pens, and I am going to do that as well.
Are you going to show on the dry there, are you first?
Oh, of course I can, so just showing you, I'm using a bit of tissue, but do you know that's a lovely sparkly tissue when it's finished? I reuse mine, I do it in stamping. I've got to remember I've got these glasses on, Ben. I've done it again where it looked like the glass mat was doing this.
Oh, you're looking in the wrong place?
Looking at the, I literally...
Did they not do a test with you before you got those? Because I had a test when I got my
no.
bifocals.
She just went, can you look ahead? I went, yes. She went, can you look down? I went, yes.
That was it?
Okay, go. I was like, what?
They made me walk up and down stairs when I got mine.
Did they?
Yeah, in the optician.
Yeah. I was going to say, you obviously go to a premium one.
I go Specsavers.
Well, I do, but obviously my Specsavers doesn't do that. Mine does have more than one floor.
Oh, so they should have made you go up and down the stairs.
About they said 50,000 steps to get down to Eye Centre.
Oh, but
no exaggeration.
They should have made you go up and down.
No, they didn't. No, and I'm not going to lie, I'm struggling a little bit, so I'm just persevering. I'm going to persevere.
Can I just take them off?
Oh, what?
You know, just take them off.
I could, but then I can't see, Ben. Oh. So there's a little bit of a difference there. Now, can you see when I'm dropping that into dry cardstock? It's just like droplets.
It's not really doing much.
Just little droplets, yeah. But it'll still move. You can still do this. But again, I'm just going to come in and add a couple more of the other ones as well. Did I shake those? I did, didn't I? Yeah, of course you did, Debbie.
My favourite message to this show so far, and it's brilliant that, you know, by watching people pick up all sorts. Candy says, I was so frustrated with these pens when I first got them. I kept trying to use them with the yellow band on.
Bless her.
Yeah.
Candice, do you know what? The amount of people I've heard say that
you're not the first, you won't be the last.
I was going to say, no, not the first, not the last. So honestly, I love your honesty. Thank you for that. But yeah, seriously, it can be one of those things that sometimes the simplest of thing, it's crackers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, when you look at that, you're thinking, oh my days, what on earth? Well, I mean, really?
She's taking her glasses off or
I
what?
know, she took it. But then you're just going to spritz it again. So just add a little bit of spritz and then just watch.
Oh, here we go. That's so good.
And I suppose it depends on the look that you want to go for. But aren't they lovely?
Yeah.
I love, and again, two nice effects.
I think I prefer that effect because it's almost more dramatic when you spritz it. Because it's not done anything in the first place. So it's more dramatic when you apply the water.
And you can add as much or as little water as you want. You can force dry that, you can let that dry, or you can just dab little excess off. It doesn't really matter. But I'll just force dry that again just for a second. Stop doing that, Debbie, with your eyeballs.
Stop doing that with your eyeballs.
Dear me.
As well.
Hey, dear.
Tess says, I've got these sparkle pens and I never use them. This is so beautiful. I would never have thought to use these for this. Listen, again, you know, as much as it would be lovely if you haven't got these, if you pick these up to date, but if you have already got them, you've not used them, then follow the tips that Debbie is showing you. Must say hi to Sheila Falconer, who's joined us. Good afternoon, everyone from Liverpool. Mary Shaw, who says happy Friday and good afternoon from Northwest Florida. Any questions? Fire them in. Come on, let's make it nice and interactive for your Friday. What do you want to know? What do you want to see? Get in touch with us and we'll do our very best to answer all of your questions.
We've got plenty of time there. We've still got an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I'm just going to clean that up, of course.
That half hour's flown over though.
It's absolutely flown. And I'm just going to dab off the excess because you would dry the front and the back, but these are the two different. So that's your wet on wet and that's onto your dry. And I think you can see the difference there, quite predominant. But what you can see is that impactful shimmer, that gorgeous sparkle. Where I dropped it into the dry, you can actually see where the glitter is, the sparkle instantly, because that hit there first. And then I've spreaded the ink around by spritzing, so it splatters the lovely sparkle out, but it keeps where I dropped it initially into, and that creates a completely different effect as this one does, because that one was wet into wet, and you can see it spreads out that more. Absolutely beautiful pens though, really easy to use, and I'm going to show you a few more techniques in a second when I've had a little clear up.
Nice one. Yeah, fire any more comments through, any more questions. We would love to hear from you on this year's show. If you do want to get this full collection, I'll just remind you of everything that you're going to get. So the sparkle pens, this one is your antique vintage. So within this one, you get your fig, your peacock blue, and your macaroon. Those are the three colours that you're going to be getting here. And yes, always remember, of course, to take off that yellow band, shake them to wake and prime them when you're ready to go. And then you're also going to get your tint and tone, which is going to include your starry sky and that beautiful onyx black. And then, of course, you've got your crystal clear pen in there as well. So that's the one that you're going to be able to overlay to create lots of sparkle. And then, again, draw out the colour from some of the other pens that you've got within this collection. Those are your sparkle pens. Don't forget, you're also going to get your glitter pens as well, which I'm sure we'll come on to very shortly. The glitter pens come in the cool elements. So this is the cool blue, carbon, moonlit silver, jade aqua, your frozen lake, and then your midnight forest. And then also in your pens, I mean, come on, what is not to love about the neons? You've got all of those gorgeous neon colours in there, violet and yellow and pink and blue and green and orange. So 18 pens in total. If you like all of these, this is the bundle to go for, because you're making a bigger saving than if you were to kind of pop in the two separate bundles individually. So you're saving almost £12, almost $16. Platinum price is £30.40. Or $46.40. If you do, however, just want to go down the route of the sparkle pens or down the route of the glitter pens, you can go for those as individual bundles. But the biggest saving is in the bundle. Right, I can hear some shaking and waking going on over there. Are we sticking with the glitter pens for now?
Just for now, because I was
Sparkle
going to say,
pens.
because I've talked about creative backgrounds and we're going to do some shaping foam as well later.
Oh, are we?
'Cause I love, that's one of my favourite ones to do. You can stamp with them, I'm going to cover that in a second.
Can I
as
go and
well.
help you with the shaping foam?
Of course you can, of course you can, because I know you love that.
Yes.
But what I want you to remember ultimately is that this is a water-based product. Now again, what if I don't make, there it is, my clear overlay, but pens, your water brushes as well, so you can go and colour with them. Now I've got a lovely stamped image here that we found in one of our lovely boxes that we haven't yet used, but I'm going to use it now because I want you to remember that I've given it that little shake, but this is a colouring pen. And it's a colouring pen that you can then take either with your, and this is, I don't want to lose any of the glitter, so that's why I'm using the clear overlay to draw out that colour, but a little bit can go a very long way. And look, I'm still going in and colouring with it as well. And of course I can go back in at any time. You can dry the stages as well if you want to as well, but I'm just going to add just little flicks just through here. These are beautiful, beautiful pens, and I genuinely mean that. I've loved them ever since we first launched them, Ben. That's a long time ago it is.
How far back is it?
Oh, I'm going to say I was in store when they
Oh,
were...
that far back?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was more recent than that.
No, they've been around a while now. I mean, we've got the queen of them next door. We could have asked her.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
and
one
then
of
we
those.
reconfigured them, didn't we?
We did.
In the
Just
last couple of
reconfigured
years.
them into different bundles. But of course, you've got all of this lovely area to colour. Well, look, I can tell I'm not got used to my glasses. I've gone straight out at lines. Oh, what am I like? But seriously, just beautiful, beautiful pens. And literally, and like I said, you don't need a lot. You can just literally take a little bit and then pull that out and draw out that colour.
And can you splodge this down onto your mat as well then?
Yes, you
If
can
you
still
wanted?
do that if
And
you want to.
Use a paintbrush?
Yeah, if you want to, or just go straight on. It's water-based. You've got to please excuse my colouring. Debbie's got to get used to these specs, Ben, very
When
quick.
did you get them?
Only last week. Yeah, just last week. So, and I say last week, what day are we on?
Friday.
This week.
Brilliant. Last week, but this week. Earlier this week.
Earlier this week. I went to pick them up on, let me see, Monday, I think it was. Was it Monday? Yeah, I think it was Monday. So I've not had them long. And because they made me feel quite, do you know that motion sickness?
Oh, queasy?
Yeah, I didn't wear them for a couple of days. Really struggled.
I'm sure you'll get used to them.
I will do.
One of those things, isn't it?
I mean, the episode, I've got 100 days. So if I don't like them, I can take them back.
Oh, nice.
I know, I like that option. I thought it was a really
it's a
good
good
option.
option.
But to be fair, at price they cost me, I'm not surprised. But can you see now, you can colour with them. And obviously, again, just let that dry. Give it a little quick flick. Just to dry off that stage.
Question from Marjorie.
Yes, Marjorie?
Can these be used with the aqua pens? So could you?
yeah.
You could add sparkle with the aqua
Of course
pens.
you can,
These,
yeah. Two water-based products. Isn't that gorgeous? That's what I'm talking about, that real wow factor that you get. So you can colour with them, you can create backgrounds with them, and you can stamp with them. And if you are using your clear overlay, like I said, don't worry about this. Seriously, do not worry about this. All you're going to do is just, till it comes clear again.
Oh, okay.
And it's crystal clear. Again, to just start using, Debbie, that's the wrong top. That's the top that you want to put that back onto. And again, I'm just taking off that excess ink before popping that back in so that I know it's good to go for the next use. And I won't get any leakage, I won't get any spillage. And Debbie's lost the cloth that she was cleaning with. I'll get another one out. I've probably thrown it in the bin.
Is that it?
No, it was the wet one, so I'm just going to get a bit of a wet one to create. Now, before we move on to the stamping with them, can I just quickly talk about the glitter markers?
Yes, please.
Because I love the glitter markers, absolutely love them. There we go, that's nice and cleaned up. Just remember to clean up in between, you're absolutely good to go. Love these.
Glitter markers.
Love them. Love, love, love them. And I've got myself a little stamped image again. I love a little... I love him.
Got that one on the show.
Have we? Oh, Oh, well then, I must have known.
Yeah.
I must have known. But these are fabulous, fabulous pens. And again, you're not even having to choose because you're getting all of the neon lights.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. And then you're also getting the cool elements as well. And again, it's a water-based product. Now, to prime it, when you get yours home, you'll have a white tip. It will be white. But to prime it first, give it a good shake. Can you hear the ball bearing again?
These are newer, aren't they?
Yes, these are newer.
We launched these about 3 years ago, I remember.
I think me and you did it.
I think we did.
Yeah, I think it was
in
me
the
and
old
you.
studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. Oh, I remember. I know I was involved in the launch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when you have shaken it up and you've woke up and you're making sure that all that lovely fine glitter in there is spread around there, it's that little pumping action that you're going to do. So you're just going to pump 1, 2, 3, a couple of times, and then
pump it up.
I knew you were going to do it.
Gotta pump it up.
Endo. Gotta pump it up.
Endo.
Endo. That's who sings it. Well, that sings it.
I did not know that.
Did you not?
Endo.
Endo. E-N-D-O.
No, I did not know that.
Did you not?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you knew that, Ben.
No, I didn't know that.
I thought you knew that.
Didn't know that.
Now, again, I'll just quickly dry that because I've just done a little cube there. Dry that off. Let it dry naturally. Force the heat. It doesn't matter which. But again, you get this lovely sparkling, oh my God, but just in a pen form. So it does mean, especially if you love writing, this is going to be lovely because you can write with them as well. And you draw with them and colour with them. And we're going to colour with them as well because we're going to colour now directly onto our lovely, what are we calling him? We'll give him a name.
What are we going to call unicorn, please, in the comments? Go. Question then.
Yes.
So you wouldn't necessarily with these create a background like you would with your glitter pens, for example?
Oh, yes, you would.
Your sparkle pens, rather.
Well, no, because you can still do...
Oh, you can?
And I'll show you, yes, because you can. Now, because it's water-soluble, you can still drag out, and I'm using my crystal clear overlay again, one of those most useful ones, and just draw out that colour. I want to leave a little bit of a shading over his back there, but when I talk about a little bit going a long way, can you see? It's still going. And still drawing out colour. And I've got to do a little bit more. Again, I'm just going to, a little bit just underneath his little belly there.
Oh, yeah.
Just drop a bit out. And then again, I can draw colour. And I can draw that out. And then come in.
Boris the unicorn we've had, apparently. Cornelius.
Oh, Cornelius, I like that one.
That's a nice name.
That's a nice one.
What?
Who called him presentation lead?
Who called him presentation
Who called him
lead?
that?
Oh, Cornelius the unicorn.
Sorry,
presentation
I thought
lead.
you meant you were calling him that. I'm thinking someone's taking the mick.
I think they are. I don't think anyone's taking my new title seriously.
No, they're not, are they?
No.
I love your new title.
Thank you. I like your new title.
Thank you very much. Don't know what the bosses will have to say about that today. Oh.
But I like it. It's Friday and they're not here, so we don't care.
Well, we know our lovely Leanne's here, and we were talking to because I ended up changing it really quickly. I went, CEO of the Gemini.
Yeah.
And then Nicola went, you can't say that in front of the lady herself. And she went, she don't matter.
Ah,
She went absolutely fine.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. She didn't care. She was fine. God love
So
her.
this is where you definitely need to go for this bundle because you can use the, as you're doing, the glitter pens in conjunction with your clear overlay.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
you're not
just
having to worry
perfect
about because it's all coming with it. It's all coming with it. So again, just drop a little bit just under his eye, or under his hairline.
Who said Ulysses?
That's a good one.
Lynn Morton, we like that.
Like that one.
Ulysses.
That's a good one.
Marianne Rosie says, it's not a true unicorn. What does that mean? Let us know. What is a true unicorn?
I was just going to say the same thing. What does that?
What is a true unicorn? Yes.
What's that?
We're saying what is a true unicorn or a true unicorn? Well, it is a unicorn, isn't it? Because it's got the one horn.
What's a true? I've never heard of a true. Yeah, please, Marianne, I need to know because what's a true unicorn?
I know. I don't know.
No, I know.
We're puzzled now.
They're very puzzled. Now, I'm just going to stop there for a second because you can see I've coloured his body in pretty quickly there. Didn't take much effort. I can always, when it's dry, go back in and add more and still draw out if I need to. So by that I mean going in And you can see that gorgeous shimmering sparkle. His body looks absolutely lovely.
It does look
and
amazing.
I haven't been like precise. I've just scribbled little bits down. Once it's dry, you can go back in and add a little bit more if you want to, and still draw out again. So you can come back in and draw a little bit more. There you go. What's that Nicola saying? What's that Nicola saying?
Oh. You know the Snow Queen paper pad?
Yes.
And you said that you were the queen going to the castle.
Oh, yes.
Yes. There's a horse in some of the papers that I've called Barnsley Bob the Cob.
Barnsley what?
Barnsley Bob the Cob.
Barnsley Bomb the Cob.
No, Barnsley Bob the Cob.
Oh,
the cob
Barnsley Bob?
The cob. Because I said if you were the lady in the... This is such a random conversation I'd forgotten about. I said if you were the lady in those papers, then the horse needed to have another... Because you're the Barnsley Bombshell, what would the horse be called? So we came up with Barnsley Bob the Cob. And you ride Barnsley Bob to work.
Like?
We did this whole thing about it about 2 weeks ago now. It was funny at the time, but not so funny now. I'm trying to explain it.
Oh dear, I love that.
Yeah.
I do love that. I think that's it. Absolutely fab. Now, if you want to create a background, now I could colour this in, but I'm conscious we've got loads more to get through and lots of other things to get through. But you could take your beautiful neons and you could give these a little shake up, and then you could just generally colour in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's got pink ears now, never mind.
That's all right.
Never mind. I'm trying to think what that sounded like on the auto spell. She's never let me forget that, you know.
What was that?
The pooping poop
Pardon
bit.
me?
On the, you wasn't with me that night, was you?
No.
Yeah, my translation in the Facebook came out with pooping, and I wasn't saying that at all.
What were you saying?
I can't even remember. It was that long ago. I say long ago. It was about 2 weeks ago, but
Well, it's got pooping right tonight. I can tell you that much because I'm just watching it now on the Facebook page. It's got it absolutely spot on this time round. Yep.
Yeah, I can't even remember what I said. Producer Nicola was with me. We couldn't stop laughing. Unfortunately, it was one of those things that just set us about, and we just can't remember what it was now. But it was highly entertaining because I love the. It spells it all out for you,
Yeah.
and I'm always conscious of that. So I try and talk posh.
No, you don't. What are you like?
Seriously, because when I start talking and I see the auto, I think I didn't say that at all. But if anybody was, couldn't and were using that, it'd be like, oh no, that's not what I was saying.
It is mildly amusing if you ever get a chance to sit and watch it with captions on, because obviously it does note down what you're saying as live. So sometimes it will come up with random things like your poop.
You're just doing that deliberately now, aren't you? Because you want to see it come up on the auto. But yeah, it is funny. It is. Right, so I'm just going to do a couple little bits more, and then I'm going to show you how to create a lovely little background. But these are beautiful. I'm just going to force dry that again, because they are stunning, these pens. And the fact that, because it's water soluble, you can draw out the colour if you want to, like I've done with the body. And the shading, you can still get lots of lovely shading where you can see in the areas under his belly, under his little inside leg down here. And then, of course, I mean, what you're going to see, Ben, in a second, when that last little blob dries, don't know why it don't want to dry that little bit. Perhaps there was a little bit of excess there, but it doesn't matter. You've got that lovely, beautiful, and I'm going to say that gorgeous shimmering sparkle. I love these, but two very different pens. However, you just said about creating a background.
Oh, yeah,
you can. You absolutely can. So I'm just going to take a little one, because I did it this morning, but I'm going to mix up the colours. I'm going to mix some neons with the cool elements.
Is this something, so here's a question, is this something that you would do then, so you obviously got the sparkle and the glitter pens, obviously you would look at the sparkle pens and automatically go to those to create the background. So if you had both, would you still make a background with the glitter pens, or would you just be doing that if you just had the glitter pens and not the sparkle pens?
I lost you.
What? Oh, don't let me ask it
I lost
again.
you. You went a little bit like...
So, what I said was, so in this bundle, you obviously get the sparkle pens and the glitter pens, and if you wanted to make a background, you would probably more often than not go to the sparkle pens. So, are you only using the glitter pens now to make a background, assuming that you only had the glitter pens? But if you had the glitter pens and the sparkle pens, wouldn't you just use the sparkle pens and not the glitter pens?
the end. Yes, you can use either.
Yeah. But if you had the if you had the sparkle pens,
yes,
you more often than not you'd go to those, wouldn't you?
Probably, yes.
You probably wouldn't use those.
I would use these for colouring, for writing, and all
but
those
just to
kind
prove
of
that you
things.
can. So I'm sorry, I didn't really explain that
I'll
very
let
well.
you off.
Okay.
I literally lost you then.
Okay.
I was like, what on earth is he going on about? Now, literally, drop little drops. Different colour. It stays wet while it's on the cardstock because these are really juicy. I'm going to tell you now, there's a lot of ink in here and a lot of that gorgeous glitter as well.
Could you daub this out onto your glass mat and paint with it, or not? Would that
You still can, yeah, if you want to, but you're going to have to put quite a bit down. So can you see, it's completely a bit different.
Yeah.
So it's only a little bit there. So to be fair, no, just colour with them. That's my personal opinion. Now, spritzer. Spritzer, there you are. You ready?
Yeah.
Looks lovely. I mean, it looks lovely. It's a lovely way of creating a background. But
This is good.
now we're talking.
Now we are talking.
Now we're talking.
Yeah,
Look at
we
that.
are.
How gorgeous is that? A few little droplets of water. We're going to force dry that again.
Yeah.
And again, when you use a heat tool, can you see it moves it? You could do it with a straw. I haven't got a straw with me tonight, but I do love doing the straw technique where you blow onto it.
Ah, we need to get one.
Yeah, that looks lovely.
Are there any in the
Honestly,
kitchen?
I'm going to say I've not had a look, but you can do it with your, and I personally prefer to move it with a sparkle pen. But this is looking really lovely. And I'll tell you something as well, Ben, none of the sparkle's been lost.
No.
Even though I've used it now to create a background, that sparkle is still mixed in with that ink. I'll just take off that excess bit there. Yes?
I feel like I'm doing all the work tonight as well, by the way. Please fire some questions in.
I'm loving that you're asking these questions.
Do you find then, is there more sparkle in the glitter pens or more sparkle in the sparkle pens?
I find equal.
Oh, equal, okay.
Yeah, equal to the, the proportion of the ink that you're getting. And I'll show you this in a second when you see, I mean, to be fair, it depends on the colours that you're using. I've used a mixture of the cool elements and those gorgeous neons. And if I just lift that up now, let me turn that off for a second. You ready? Can you see?
Ooh.
Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Really lovely. And you can see that sparkle is across the whole of this. And that looks another lovely effect there. But if you're looking... Oh, where'd you get the straws from? That's amazing. But you can see, it just depends on the colours that you're using. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I like this one. It's quite a softer one. And of course, you could like create your background, use your stamp, cut out, fussy cut, and then stick him on there. Or you could mask him and then do that. So it's entirely up to you, because we got asked that this morning.
Yeah.
So they're the glitter markers.
Yep.
And they're absolutely beautiful. I love the glitter markers. They are impactful, they're colourful, they're sparkly, they're so useful because you can colour with them, write with them. Today you're not choosing anything though. No. That's the lovely thing, you're getting them all. You're getting every single one of them.
You are.
And I think that for me is just a really good deal that you're seeing on the screen. It's a fabulous deal.
Yeah, well, let's show you all again. I can actually, if you want the stamp as well, we can show you that bundle in just a second. But the collection again that you're going to get, so you don't have to choose. Do fire in any questions. I can't see too much in the way of questions at the minute. So obviously we're doing a great job. But if you have got any questions, we are going to see the shaving foam technique, aren't we? Yes. We've got some straws as well, so potentially we'll do that technique for you as well. If there's anything that you want to see, let us know. And we're also going to do the stamping. I don't know what you were doing there. She's over in the corner going...
I was doing this.
What are we going to do?
I was doing this.
Stamping.
We're going to stamp.
Stamp.
Yes,
yeah.
stamp. Don't forget the stamping.
Okay.
We're doing the stamping technique as well.
Okay. We were also going to do the what? Oh, the pencil shaving techniques as well we'll do for you in a bit. Yes. I mean, I don't know where she's gone. Hopefully we're going on a break. Oh, she's gone to get some more straws, I think. Right, so in this collection, your sparkle and glitter pens. Here are your sparkle pens. So you've got those 6 different colours. Well, 5 different colours in your clear overlay, really. This one brings you your fig, your peacock blue, and also your macaroon. And then you've got your crystal clear, starry sky, and then your onyx black. So those are the sparkles. And then you've got your glitters, so the glitter pens. This is your cool element. So again, vibrant water-based markers. In that bundle there, you have got the cool blue, your carbon, that moonlit silver, which is gorgeous. You've got your jade aqua, frozen lake, and then your midnight frost. And then I think, you know what? As much as I like that collection, that's the one, isn't it? That's the one. The neon lights, which Debbie was just using a few moments ago to create that gorgeous background. You've got your neon in the violet, yellow, pink, in the blue, in the orange, and in the green. All of that together is £30, $40 or $46.40 if you're a platinum member. If you want to go for them individually, you can, but obviously the biggest saving is to go for the bundle. And now you've kind of seen some ideas with these as well. Definitely worth jumping in and grabbing that bundle. And if you do want to go, is that the price for all of them? £9.60? Hopefully you're not horsing around with the... I know it's a unicorn. That is an absolute bargain. £9.60 or $12 for all of these. I can't believe that. The unicorn you're going to get. So this one is called Believe in Magic. Get that beautiful unicorn stamp that Debbie was just colouring then. Comes with some fabulous sentiments. Be a unicorn in a world full of horses. Being fabulous. Oh, being fabulous is my superpower. What's yours? And then Believe in Magic. Then you've got this one, which is your Make-A-Wish. So you've got that beautiful little toadstool mushroom stamp with the little dandelion clock flower. Make-A-Wish, you have got there. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Nice big stamps to get colour in these as well. And again, when you think about this one, which is the beautiful friend, that mermaid, how great are your glitter markers and your sparkle pen's going to look really glittering up her tail. Going to look fantastic. And then also in this set, you have got this, which is your A Little Fairy Dust, which is that beautiful fairy. Some really lovely sentiments in there as well. Don't be afraid to sparkle a little brighter. And all it takes is love, trust, and fairy dust. All of those for £9.60 or $12. Amazing. You're saving almost £20, almost $25. Snap those up. We're almost halfway through the show, so I think an opportune moment to take a little break. We will have a bit of a reset. We'll come back. We're going to be doing some snapping, and we're also going to be doing the shaving foam technique. We're going to be getting straws out. We're going to be having a great time. Fire some questions my way, and we'll see you in about 4 or 5 minutes.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Yeah. Should be coming in. Should be coming. What does she do? Exactly how he looks.
This is awesome! This is awesome!
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out. So I was messing about with some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow. The whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
Went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask about products or crafty products. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing okay. Thank you for all of the comments coming through. We are going to continue on with this bundle of the glitter pens and the sparkle pens. Quick question which has come through before we get on to the techniques. Tim C, thank you, Tim, says, can you use glitter pens on acetate? If so, can it be used on all types of the heat-activated one as you need to heat dry them?
No. No, it's a water-based medium. No, it'll slip straight off.
Yeah.
So you can't. So your sparkle pens and your glitter markers won't sit. They won't dry on acetate, so they'll just run off. So you can't use them on that. You can put them onto vellum. You've got to be careful with vellum because vellum, I suppose it depends on the quality of the vellum, but it can warp. Because it's wet and it's a wet medium going onto a surface that wouldn't normally, because you'd get some. It will take it, but you'd have to force dry it.
Right.
But the danger there is you'll get some warpage. And I say the danger, it'll create a little bit of an effect.
Yeah.
So you definitely won't be able to use it on acetate, not at all.
Okay.
But I think is it the coating crystal technique where you can do it with the glue and the paper and the tissue? Yeah, I think they call it coating crystal technique. I haven't done it for such a long time, but I know I've used a water-based medium like a sparkle into the tissue and the glue and done it onto some acetate then, and you can trap it into there so it creates that technique. Just check it out on the websites, on internet, and you'll just type in that coating crystal technique, and there's lots of different variations of it, and you'll find some ways around it, but to directly go onto acetate, it's not going to stay. Okay,
that's it for now. So have you got 2 requests to do first?
I have, because I was asked this morning about stamping with not only the tricolour, which I'll show you when we move to the tricolours, but also with the sparkle pens, because someone said, how do you stamp with them? So I'm going to show you. I'm using watercolour cardstock again, but you can take one of your sparkle pens. In fact, I'll take a couple of colours. We've got that gorgeous blue, we'll have that one, and that pink. Actually, we'll do the purple as well. Why not? Again, though, they've been sat a while. So
shake 'em to wake 'em.
Wake, awake, shake, shake, wake, awake, wake, wake, shake, shake, shake. Ooh, a new song coming there, Ben.
That was a good song.
Could feel it there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me.
Oh, you're getting right into it, aren't you?
Getting into that Disco feel.
Oh, but no, let's no.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
People have seen the booklet, haven't they?
Oh, that's okay.
They know the
Ooh,
theme. They've
bit
seen the
sparkly.
promos.
Yeah, I've only just had my photo shoot today. Got cancelled last week, and then they said, "Can you go in? Because we need to do a little bit." And if you've noticed me right down at the bottom of the little bauble, I've got my blue leopard print dress on because it got cancelled. And then they said, "We need to do your headshot." I'm like, "What? Didn't fetch me dress."
But,
so I've been today and done my little photo shoot.
So they're going to update the booklet.
No.
Oh.
I did ask Sam, and the answer was no.
Oh. You're in the booklet though.
I did see that, yes. My little, because I'm launching some of those lovely bag guides.
Yeah.
So yes, saw those. Saw that one, but it's a bit blue. I don't feel very disco-y in it. But today, red sparkle.
Will you be wearing that on the show then, the red sparkle?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Because you know my suit that I was wearing.
You're going to wear it?
I got my suit. What it's been in, and then I don't know where it's gone. It's disappeared.
Does it disappear? It's that Craig.
Huh?
It's that Craig.
Do you reckon he has? Do you reckon he's taken it?
Of course he has.
I reckon he probably has.
Of course he has.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's local supermarket now in my sparkly suit doing the shopping. Got my eyes on you, Craig.
So you got to wear something disco themed. I'm definitely wearing my sparkle dress. I am. I mean, to be fair, really cheap.
Was it?
Yeah, 12 quid.
What, for that one that's second up in the green room?
That's not mine.
Oh.
That's not mine. Do you think I can get into one of them? It's like pencil thin. That's one of the skinnier girls. That's not mine. Mine's got a red, beautiful dress.
That's it. That's what I seen. I thought it was hanging up in there.
No.
Oh.
It's in the back of my boot.
Oh.
Yes. So yes, I'll be wearing it on that day. Oh, actually, I've been shaking a long time there. Sorry, I'm getting carried away with myself. Shaking the life out of them. I was shaking away, shaking away. Now, you're going to just draw with them. So I've got one of our lovely stamps that our lovely Tracy found for me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to activate a little bit out there because I want it a little bit juicy. So I'm just going to, that's it, get that flowing. There we go. And I'm going to just colour over the top. And that's all you do. Now, this stamp's been heavily dyed. So don't think it's a black stamp, and you're probably thinking, what the hecky thump is that? It's actually a lovely butterfly. So I've just coloured the middle bit. It'll stay wet while it's on the stamp, by the way, so if you're ever wondering, it will stay wet. I'm going to come in with the blue one, and we're going to cover the area that I've missed there with the blue, and then into this bit. And then I'm going to come in now with that lovely, lovely purple, or fig, as it's known in the colour world. And I'm going to come in and do the last little bit. Now, it does stay wet at this stage, so you can go directly in before you have to do any huffing, puffing or spritzing.
Yeah.
And you're going to come in and you're just going to stamp directly over. So by that, I mean just stamp that down. Now, you will get quite a juicy, solid go at that stage, but it looks absolutely beautiful, and it dries pretty fairly quickly, to be fair, but there's still loads of ink on there. I don't know if you can see that wetness, but there's still loads of ink. So for that, you could dry, and then you could draw out a little bit of the colour. So you could take your water brush, or again you could go with your sparkle brush, and you can take a little bit of that colour and just colour, can you see, drawing it out, not massively, but it gives a really nice little look when you're doing it that way. However, what you also can do is, and I'll just move that to one side, bring in another, it's there, another piece. Now, I've got a little bit of a poorly throat, so I'm not going to try doing it. Normally I would huff. Huff and puff over the top of it. Add a bit of moisture. But I'm not. I'm going to activate it with a little bit of a spritz. And I say a little bit of a spritz. James, can we just do it over here for a second? Just to show you what I mean. Just a little spritz. And I would spritz and waft.
Do it again.
So do a spritz and waft. So that's how I would do it.
I'm enjoying that. Do it one more time.
So, ready?
Yeah.
So get your spritzer, spritz, waft.
I don't know why that's so funny.
But it's really good. But it's a way to do it instead of having to spritz directly. Spritz and waft. But it stays activated and it stays wet, and then you can stamp over it and you can create some really nice techniques. And then again, should we do it again?
Can I do it?
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Come on then. You do the spritz and the waft.
I don't know if I do it as well as you.
Don't spritz hitting my face.
No.
So make sure you spritz.
Okay, so...
Spritz, waft. That's it. That's all you need to do.
I do one more?
Go on, one more, because it needs a little bit of activation. That's it. Because you're not... If what you're doing is, when you're going this way, Ben, You're very welcome. Stay here. When you go in this way, you are
this side, I
spritzing.
feel like I'm the wrong side of me.
You're really spritzing into there and you're adding too much. So it's always best to do it that way. I prefer that method. And then you're just going to stamp down again and you create nice, it's creating a little bit of an arty kind of feel. Yeah. If you go direct, there's still some ink on there. You can go in and activate it, but you get a bit more of a watered down look. So can you see the difference?
Absolutely.
It depends on the look that you're going for. There's still loads on there. So let me just come up at the top. Can you see? It's like, is it called the second, third, fourth, fifth generation? Of your stamps.
It's like Star Trek, isn't it? You know, the next generation.
Yeah, definitely. Trust me to have done that there, because what I should have done was done it there and then done it. But it doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter, because you can continue. There's still loads of juicy ink. I'm going to come round and just do them in little areas. And then you've got a really lovely little background. Lovely little bit of a background. And then, of course, you can still, while it's at the wet stage, you could still give it a little spray and spray over the top and just move it a little bit. And I say move it a little bit. Can you see? Just gives it a little movement, and it gives it a little, and as I call it, a little bit of an arty-farty look. It looks really lovely when you do this. It's a really lovely background, and it's really worth doing that. Now I'm just going to dry that down. Oops, forgot our Tracy, fetch me a coffee in then.
Oh yeah.
God love her.
Let's spill that.
But just dry that off. Now, the intensity of the sparkle will be slightly different to what it would be with the first one. However, we'll do the two, we'll compare the two.
Kay says that's how I put my perfume on, spritz and waft.
I do.
Yeah. What's he spraying and going?
Waft into it. That's exactly what I do. That's exactly what I do, mate. Yeah, it depends on the perfume. So if it's one of the more expensive ones, it's just a little teeny weeny squirt onto me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just teeny weeny little squirt. But if it's one of those perfumes that's not so, dear, just do the wafting and walk into it. But if I show you this one, can you see the sparkle? Oh, thank you, James. That looks nice. Yeah, you can see the sparkle onto there. Now it's a bit more, I'm going to say watered down. Shall we call it watered down? Because we have spritzed. And we haven't gone on with another ink. No. We've not re-inked it, but what we've done is we've used the excess. And I say the excess, I don't know who I'm trying to kid, because there's still loads on there.
Tons, yeah.
So that's one way that you can do that. And then you've created a lovely little background. Pop that to one side. Same with that one. Pop it to one side. You've got lots of lovely background papers there.
Brilliant.
And you start to build up. So yes, you can absolutely colour with them. Don't go mad and put loads down, because a little bit goes a long way. You only need a little, as you saw me, lightly coloured over the top of the stamp. And that's one way. And you can do that with all of your stamps as well. And to clean it, seriously, just get your spritzer again and go directly in and then clean that off. And it'll clean up your stamp. Or, of course, what you can do...
Cleaning station.
Yes.
Do you?
I do now, after being shamefully outed on air about my rather mucky butterfly stamp.
I remember.
I've cleaned it, yes. The only thing is I've left it stuck to my stamp station, so I had to ask Tracy for a butterfly stamp here, because I've left it in there. So that's a bit silly, wasn't it?
What you like?
There you go, it's ready and good to go with something else then.
James is saying, I love the arty-farty look. Fred171 says, you all look wonderful in your birthday suits.
Pardon?
In the booklet, we're in our birthday suits, aren't we? And should I say, so that's why you're not in the booklet? Debbie is in the booklet. She's on page 49.
I think because the booklet, so it went out yesterday and I wasn't in it.
Oh, you're in it now?
I'm in it now.
You are, but
because I said to Nicola, I'm not in the booklet. I'm a bit upset. I'm like, I'm not in there, and I'm launching something. And she was like, you are. I was like, okay. And I went in and had a little look, and I am there.
You are there.
I think a little bit further down the month. In the blue leopard print, yes, not the red sparkly. But it'll do, it will do.
Hi to Michelle, he says, hey folks, I'm here. Good afternoon. Hi Michelle. And Heidi says, I have to tell you, I love the new website. I can actually see all of the products. Yeah, thank you for all of the love on the website. It's taken a bit of time, but hopefully now you're sort of beginning to see and benefit from the fruits of our labour. I mean, you say the fruits of our labour, I haven't done anything, but that our team have been working very hard, still working very hard behind the scenes. And so hopefully if you log in now, you should be able to see all of your points, should be able to see your club Inspire status. And just for those of of you that are within Club Inspire, don't forget that now on the new website, you don't see your discount until the checkout. But a massive thank you for all of your patience on that. And hopefully, as I say, now you're experiencing what is going to be an amazing website, and hopefully a website that will come into its own from next week when we are here, of course, for the birthday event. Now, are we going to be doing more with you, Debbie?
Well, while I've got the sparkle pens out, before I clear up, do you want to do the Ben?
Shaving foam.
Better shaving foam. Do you want to do a bit of shaving foam?
Yeah.
And then I can get rid of all that mess, and then we can move on to the pencils.
Okay.
And the tricolour aquas as well, because they're equally as beautiful. I'm just looking for a little vessel. I found one. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Oh, she'll be back.
Yes, I'll be back.
Keep the comments coming through. And any more questions you want to ask us to, fire them our way. But I'm going over there to do some of the old... No, you go first, and then maybe I can have it. I love the shaving foam technique. If you've not seen this before, stand by, because it is very, very good. Here we go.
Bit of a shaving foam. Cheap as chips shaving foam.
Needs to be the foam, not the gel, though, right?
No, it can't be the gel.
No.
Won't work with the gel. It needs to be a shaving foam. I'm hoping to goodness, because I haven't used this one for a while. I've got shaving foam all over the room because my son went, "What on earth have you got in my craft room? Why have you got all that shaving foam, Mum?" And we're like, "Have you got something to tell me?" I'm like, "I beg your pardon." He said, "What are you using shaving foam for?" We're like, "For me inky techniques." He went, "What?" And so when I showed him, he were blown away. He were actually blown away.
Was he?
Yeah, because he were like, he's not a crafter. He's not into any of what I do. He just leaves me be. He comes up and brings me drinks now and again.
Well, that's not too bad, is it?
I know, he's not too shabby, is he?
No.
I knew this. There we go. Let me get this in. Now, I'm just going to...
I like the face.
Have you heard the noise?
I like it. Is it running out?
It's getting there. It's getting there. So I'm going to squeeze as much as I possibly can into my little bit of a tray.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's enough there.
Yeah,
there's enough there, Ben. Oh, it always smells divine. I want to eat it. It's so nice. It's so nice, Ben. I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of one of these straws that our lovely Nicholas fetched me. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of a flat. There we go.
Are you doing the reverse stamp later, by the way?
Of course I am. I promise you I will. Put that reverse stamp in there, so I know Anna will be watching, or at least tuning back in later. I don't want to disappoint her because she asked yesterday, and I didn't want to encroach onto Debbie's time because it was Debbie's day yesterday. So yeah, literally. Now, are you ready? Are you coming to do it or not coming to do it now?
I don't know. Am I? I thought. Oh.
So I thought you wanted to do it.
No, I do, but I don't want to encroach into your time.
Don't be silly.
What you got a sponge there for?
My natural sponge. Another way you can use it to create a background technique.
You go that side. I feel wrong if I'm that side.
Right, okay, it's okay. So what you're going to do is, or what I'm going to do is, I'll tell you what, you get the poke tool ready. Oops, Debbie, yes, point it the right way. I saw Ben panicking then. Poke tool's here.
Oh, there's one here.
Have you got one?
Yeah.
Perfect. Drop a few little drops in.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to use those colours again.
Yep.
And I say a few. It is microscopic how much I'm using there. There's hardly any in there. Always, like I said, just wipe that down before you're popping the top back on. It makes it nice and neat. As well, so you've got that sparkle. Make sure you do the shake. And then again...
Yeah, ooh.
Nice bit of blue there.
Yeah.
Have I said do again? Oh, for goodness sake.
You said it twice.
I can't believe I said that again. I don't know how I walk into it. I really don't.
I know.
And let's go in with that plum. I know I'm using one of the colours mainly, but you get the gist. And I'm going to make sure I've got quite a nice bit of that in there as well. There we go. Oops, sprinkle there.
Splash,
it's okay, don't worry. Would you do the honours, Mr. Moseby?
I just go through like this, don't I? Go,
yeah, just get a little wiggle wobble. Get a nice little... that's it, yeah. I think I might add another bit of a colour in there. Hang on a minute. I'm going to drop a bit of the midnight blue.
That is good.
There you go. Add a bit of the midnight blue. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh,
now, the kids will love this.
Yeah, they will.
And they really will. Just get a little... Oh, you can look at it. It looks like ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. It looks lovely.
Don't eat it, though.
No, don't eat it. No. I think that's beautiful, Ben. Thank you very much. Right. Yes. So, no, don't be eating it. Wipe.
Wipe.
Now, I've got a rather large sheet here for what I've got. Let me grab some scissors.
Yep.
Just for a second. because it's a little bit on the big side, Ben.
Are you going to splodge?
There you go.
Me?
Ready? Splodge.
Go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
How far down?
Just a little light touch.
Aww.
There you go. A little light touch. Yeah. It's like just a little. Like a bit.
Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for. I feel like we've splodged a little bit too long now.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, that was so funny. Oh, right. I think I might. Do you want me to do this bit? Because you might get inky fingers, and then Laura's going to wonder what you've been up to.
Exactly. Can you imagine?
Now, you can see it at the moment, but it's when you and I've just
smells
used.
Amazing.
It always smells amazing. I'm using an old taste card here. But literally, all you're going to do is pull that away.
Oh, it's one of the best ones I've seen.
It's one of the best. I wonder why you're saying that. You can see what you've created, and it does smell amazing. It really does. And all I'm doing is popping that back in. And again, you're going to get quite a lot out of one, because there's still loads of ink in there. So don't not reuse it. But what you've got, Ben, and that is stunning. What a wonderful, lovely technique that you have done there, Ben. And can you see sparkle still running inside there? It's absolutely gorgeous. It smells amazing. It's going to work on lots of cardstock as well. So this is multi-purpose cardstock. Try it on Centura Pearl.
Why not?
Mwah! It is beautiful on Centura Pearl, and I really do mean that. Try it on Centura Pearl. It looks stunning. Centura Pearl with that on top, and especially because of the glitter. And I feel like I've got shaving foam under my tash line now. But how gorgeous is that? James, do we come in close? Close? Going close. Ready?
Here we go. Whoa!
Look at that. And you're probably thinking, well, what would I do with that? That's a gorgeous background paper.
It's an amazing background.
That's something that you're going to chop into with your dyes, your flower dyes. Any of your dyes, really, to be fair, or just simply cut it out, matte and layer it, and you've got a gorgeous background piece that you could just add a simple sentiment to.
Yes.
Done and dusted.
Thanks.
There you go.
I'm gone.
That is
My
your
time here
shaving
is done.
foam technique. I know you like that technique.
It's so much fun.
It's just a really good fun.
Yeah.
And I tell you something, the kids will love it, the grandkids will love it, you will get messy. There's no way around it. You'll get messy. But if you don't like the mess, there's a lovely girl that used to come to the Chesterfield store called Maz, loved sparkle, hated mess.
Yeah.
Gloves. That's what she used to do. Never put her off. That's exactly what you can do too.
Any particular scent of shaving cream, says Sue Bet, you can use whatever scent you want, as long as it's cream and not that because you can get the foam in a can, can't you? Foam in a can. No, not the foam, the gel. It's the foam you want, not the gel, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Loving all the demos, says Joy, so much fun. And shaving foam, says Hannah. Hannah is watching. Has been added to the shopping list. I think we've all got some fancy Elemis stuff. You don't use the fancy stuff. You can get the cheapo stuff, bottom shelf in the supermarket. You get it for about 80p. I knew I saved those trays for something, says Sue. Oh my, that is amazing, says Marianne Rosie. And Beverly says, wow, I have been learning so much this week. That's what it's all about, and that's what we wanted this show to be. Again, like the Crafty Stash show earlier, we wanted this to be educational, wanted to show you, and I mean, TV wifey, but I think Debbie on these Colour Me Happy shows, always excellent, always brings you all of the hints and tips, and always brings you like something a little bit different that you might have not seen before. So you've lucked out tonight if you're watching, if I'm being honest. Not for me, presentation lead, for Debbie. What?
Oh God, I love it. We need to find that strap again. That was the best of the evening, that.
You know, sometimes when you're, trying to...
You know I love you, and I would call you presentation lead. Properly. Official. But yeah, I know. I love you. I love you to bits.
One day, Debbie. One day that'll be there. For real. Don't forget to try that with your alcohol re-inkers as well, says Liz R. Good point.
With your what, sorry?
Don't forget to try that with your alcohol re-inkers, says Liz R. Now,
it's different with the... I'll tell you why, because I was asked to do this on a show. We had a customer asked, and we did it with the alcohol re-inkers, and it doesn't work as well.
Oh, it doesn't?
No. So it's slightly different, because an alcohol ink is a permanent ink. So I've tried it. You get a different kind of look, but it doesn't... please believe me when I say use a water-based medium. You'll get a much better effect because it's a permanent ink, so you don't get the same effect, and you really do get messy when you use them inks. Because we got asked to try it. I know I love a bit of inky fingers, but yes, try it with a water-based medium.
Yeah.
You can do it, but it's not the same effect, and I promise you, it's not the same effect. You don't get that wow kind of factor with it because it doesn't mix as well. It's the nature of the beast, shall we say? Yeah.
If you want to try it out, see how it works, see how it looks, try the two, contrast and compare. But listen, definitely add some shaving foam to your list of stuff. I don't think we have that on the website, but you know what? You can pick it up at your local supermarket fairly easily. And Stephanie says, I definitely need these shows. So much new that you forget the basics that make such a big impact. And that, again, for me is so important in the fact that, yes, you know, we love it when you come in and you buy all of the deals, but more than anything, if we are giving newbies lots of ideas, amazing. And if we're giving, you know, more of you experienced crafters that kind of push back in the right direction, or, you know, you kind of go, oh yeah, I forgot about that, then, you know, we're doing our job, which is fantastic. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, for those of you that have been waiting for the reverse stamp technique, I know Debbie's got that up her sleeve, and we'll cram in as many more of your comments and any more questions you want to fire in, anything to do with colouring. You've got 35 minutes to get those questions in, so please do that, and we'll come back in about 4 minutes' time.
We're switching on the spotlight and turning up the sparkle because our amazing 18th birthday is nearly here.
We're going all out this year to light up the dance floor for our biggest and brightest party ever.
And best of all, everyone's on the guest list. So join us from the 9th to 22nd of October to dance yourself dizzy.
And we're really spoiling you this year. We've got more glitter than a disco ball.
So get ready for a dazzling lineup of fantastic craft launches and so many fabulous crafty treats and surprises.
Crafters, this is your time to shine. Head across to our new Crafters Companion website where you have a look at our birthday booklet for all of our incredible deals.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to help you log into your account on our brand new site. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Make sure to select the correct location at the top of the page. Go to the My Crafters icon on the top right of your screen. Next, enter your email address. Then, enter your password. Click the Sign In button. You should now be logged into your account and taken to your My Crafters page. When you're ready to log out, go to the left-hand side of the page and click the Log Out button in the My Account box. When you're logged out, you'll be taken back to the Crafters Companion page. And it's as easy as that.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric, rocker blocks, briars, misters, quilting clips, and die brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetates, stencils, glue guns and templates, Gemini Pro, Julia and the OG, Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI, tri-blend brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends, illustrators, classics and tri-blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue applicators, envelope box creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, the big score and scoreboard, Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, craft kits, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, ball tool, dice and zinc trays, miter tools and binding tools and toe bags, USBs, bone folders and punches, low-tack tape and brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam, outline markers, DVDs, felt quick Triton pads and CDs, gilding flakes and washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft mask, full press, sparkle pots, Centura pan and sticky dots, pigment, ink pads, chunky glue, buddy bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, buddy bags, craft magnets, gear of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate throw on the rotating design board. Ultimate Buzz Compendium, Sarah Signature Collections, and don't forget Discovery Kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll. Foam on a roll.
That was Liam there at the end, in case you didn't know, snatching the foam on a roll off the presentation lead, apparently. For those of you as well that like the funny little comedy songs that we do, new one coming next week. Done one for, but we tend to do one for birthday. I think it's a good one, and wait till you see the video that Sam's done as well. It's very, very funny. Well, hopefully you'll think it's funny. That's coming as part of our celebrations next week. Right, so Terry says, I love this song, cannot wait for the new one, Ben. I think you're going to like it. Wonder if you can guess which one I parodied this time. Send in some guesses. It's obviously to do with the disco theme. I'm
gutted.
What?
Because it's one of my favourite bands, one of my favourite songs.
Oh.
And I was like, I would have been perfect for a female vocal. Just saying.
I've got something even more special lined up for you, Debbie, in the future.
Oh, thank you.
We will do a duet at some point.
We will.
Yeah.
We will.
I feel bad now. Marjorie says, I love that. Feeling creative now. That's what it is all about, that creative feeling. And Marjorie says, could you use spray cream? Spray cream. I don't know.
Spray cream?
What is that, spray cream?
I'm not sure what spray cream is.
No. Let us know. Just normal shaving foam is what what you need. So we're going to, in a bit, come on to the Aquablend pens, which we've got on the show, but we did promise, and a few of you have asked about this, the... well, it's gone out your head now.
Reverse stamping.
Reverse stamping technique. So a few of you have been waiting for this. So not featuring anything particular that we've got on this show, but again, hopefully for those of you that wanted to see it, you'll enjoy this. And again, a lot of the things that Debbie will be using, you'll find on the website. So a few people
to be
have
fair,
asked
I've
to
got
see
the
this.
natural beauty stamps.
Oh, we have? Okay.
Yeah, I've got the
Cool.
natural beauty stamps that I'm going to use to show you how to do this, because I've done it before. And it was a request that came yesterday through Hannah Gosling-Smith, who asked about it, because she'd asked Sheena if she'd done it before, and Sheena said no, and it was about a show, and I did it on the show, but I can't remember which one myself, so I'm sorry, Anna, but I'll just repeat it. That might as well, I'll just show you.
Yeah.
So I've taken one of the natural beauty stamps. I've got some multi-purpose cardstock that I've already loaded onto my stamping platform. And I'm just going to ink this up. Now, to use this to create that reverse stamping, you need... Now, I was saying, like your jelly plates, your silicone, and it came to me, we've got a silicone mat, we've got a mixed media mat.
Yeah, yeah.
So I tried it and it worked, and I thought, oh my God, brilliant. Because normally I wouldn't be able to bring on like a jelly plate or a silicone mat, because we don't sell things like that, but we do in the form of a mixed media mat, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
Can I just say, £9.60, you're getting 4 stamps, which I'll show you in a second.
Oh my God, that's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. So I'm just going to stamp the stamp normally, as we would do, just down onto my multi-purpose cardstock. This will work with both of your ink pads, by the way, both of your finesse ink pads. And I say both, it'll work with all your colours. Okay. So don't think that you can only do it with one, because you can do it with both. So you can see her, she's looking absolutely beautiful. But we now want to reverse that stamp.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to lift that off for a second, and I'm going to bring in said silicone mat, courtesy, nice and clean, of our gorgeous producer Nicola, because I picked up the silicone mats in the studio and they were filthy. So our Nicola's scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed, and she's got it nice and clean for me, because you need it to be clean. If you've got any paste or anything like that on it, will interfere it, because what we're going to do is we're going to stamp onto here.
Right.
We're just going to stamp onto it, which I know you're probably thinking, yeah,
it's a bit weird.
Have you gone mad?
Have you gone mad?
Have you gone mad?
What
No, I've
you
not
like?
gone mad. I promise you, I haven't gone mad. Now, again, a good coverage, really good coverage, tapping all over. And then we're going to stamp onto said silicone mat. Okay. So you'll see it looks exactly the same. It's in exactly the same place, but you are popping it in, and I'm just going to make sure I cover all of that again. And then I'm going to get my piece of cardstock that we've had, and you're going to see in a second what I mean by that. I'm just making sure, because I'm not using my stamping platform, I'm making sure, as in the magnetic one, I've got to make sure I've got it full covered.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, and you leave a little bit, it kind of misses the mark. So what I'm going to do is, you can see, cardstock, turn it over, and then I'm just going to match that up. And then, thank goodness I've got dry fingers, but a brayer or a cloth, or just rubbing it over the silicone. I can still feel there's one or two little marks on there, but it doesn't matter, you'll get the idea. And I'm just going to check. There you go.
Yes!
And reverse stamped. And now they look like they're, well, it could actually be a mirror image. You could potentially put that in a mirror.
Yeah.
Like a little, you know, that's what you could do. So you could have one side there, and to get that reversed image, that's how you do it. Do you like that trickery?
I do like that trickery.
Yeah.
I was just thinking.
Yes. I can see you thinking. I can see the twirling around in the brain there.
If you haven't got that mat, could you not? So this is probably wrong, and excuse me, but I'm thinking. So you know you stamped it down that way.
Yeah.
Could you not then, with your stamping mat, just turn it back up that way, ink it all up, and then have the card on the mat, and then put the base of the mat. So turn it put the base of the mat on down that way.
The base of the mat?
Yeah, so flip it. No. This is what I mean.
Show me what you mean.
So no. So if you haven't got one of these, for example.
Yes.
This is probably wrong, you probably laugh at me, but I don't mind, it's Friday. So you normally would stamp like that, right?
Yeah.
So couldn't you, to get the mirror image, have that way up, ink that, and then have your card on there, and then just place that on top?
Could do.
So that would work, wouldn't it?
I would imagine so, yes. Because you would be placing it there, and then, so let's do it. So I get what you mean, and I'm just going to go on directly on though.
Yeah.
So you could go in.
It might be easy, harder to line it up, I don't know.
Well, no, not really. But you would go on, but the thing is here is that you can't lift it. You can't move it.
No, but could
Does
you
that
not,
make any sense?
Could you then not put that on there and then squeeze it that way?
Suppose you could. But I would do it this way.
Okay.
Personally. Let's have a look. Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't. So that's good thinking though.
Worth
and
a
it
go.
was worth trying it. And it was. And you're probably thinking, well, you've now ruined this.
You have.
But you haven't, because you just give it a little wipe. Get your little wiping medium and it comes off.
That's really confused my mind that hasn't stamped the other way around.
Yeah, no, I was thinking it, so which is why I thought I've got to do it, because in my head I couldn't work it out what you meant.
Yeah.
Now we've done it, now it makes sense. However, if you've got one of these lovely mixed media mats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look.
What else could you use if you didn't have one, did you say?
Silicone, so you can buy silicone or jelly plates, because a jelly plate will create the same thing. Jelly plates like that lovely thick rubber. Jan uses them a lot as well in the mixed media. But that's how you create your little reversed image.
Nice.
So there you go. Yeah.
Very clever.
So there you go, Anna. And to anybody else that asked, that's your reversed stamped image effect. One that you can do if you've got your silicone mat at home.
If you want those as well, by the way, that is so clever, isn't it? The Natural Beauty stamp. So it was, which one did you use? That one there. So that is your Luscious Locks. So all of these you're going to get for just £9.60 or $12. So yes, Luscious Locks. This one here, which is your Ethereal Beauty. Gorgeous this one, which is your Natural Beauty Tumbling Waves and Florals. And then lastly is your Effortless Chic, just like Debbie, Effortless Chic. Nancy the Girl says, thank you, Debbie. Lots of people saying thank you for showing that demo. Marjorie says, when she asked about the spray cream, she says, I was being silly, cream in a can that you can eat. You mean like squirty cream? Yeah,
it
no.
evaporates too fast.
Yeah.
No, you need shaving foam. Shaving foam holds its consistency. Yeah. No, you can't use your. And to be fair, who would want to put ink in it? It'd be like that. Straight in there. That's
Did you do that with the cream?
With the cream?
The squirty cream. Yeah, straight in the fridge.
In there, yes.
I'm terrible for that as well.
Yeah. In fact, to be fair, me and my kids were all the same. And then you wonder where they get it from.
That is so funny. Straight out of the fridge. Love it. Right, so we are going to have a look at the Aquablend watercolour pencils next. So I think we've covered quite a lot when it comes to the watercolour markers that we've got. So obviously we've got the aqua pens, we've shown you the sparkle pens, the glitter pens. These of course are watercolour pencils. Great deal on these as well today, in the fact that you should be paying just shy of £75, just shy of $90 for all 3 tins. But yeah, actually if you're platinum at £41.60 or $49.60. Again, newly configured collections these. If you've got like the older tins, these aren't new colours. I just like the way that we've kind of grouped these together and kind of like named the tins to kind of make it, I suppose, easier for you to know which one to go for when you're doing things like, you know, your landscape. So this one, of course, includes all of these fantastic colours. And once again, you know, reacted or woken up, if you like, by water, adding your water. So as you're seeing here on the board, you've got all of these different colours, but then think about the fact that once you're adding water to these, you've got all of the different kind of like gradations of different colour. You can mix the colours with these as well. Lots of different effects you'll be able to get with them. So that's your landscape. You're also going to get your essentials, and again, like I want you to think about the quality that you're getting here. Artist quality pencils, all again to be able to try and have a go at doing those different watercolor techniques. Richly pigmented these as well, so I mean top-notch quality watercolor pencils for an unbelievable price. This one, your essentials is all of these colours. I don't know if is that the right board? Anyway, you're going to be getting within that things like your ruby, you've got your grapefruit in there, soft red. I'll show you some of the colours that you're going to be getting. Loads of your different sort of red blends in here. You've got oranges and yellows and greens, going through your blues, so like lagoon and ocean and marine, and your beautiful Oxford blue in there. Then you've got some of your greys and blacks and purples included in there too. And then lastly, to make up your 72 pencils in total, you've then got your portrait collection. So again, the kind of ones that you might reach for if you've picked up the natural beauty stamps. These again just showing you the colours that you're going to be getting within this set. So loads of different colours across the 72 pencils that you're going to get. And then again, don't just think about this as being 72 different colours, because you've got far more than that once you've brought your water into the equation. £41.60 is incredible, $49.60. If you've already picked these up, you might be jumping in to grab them again, because of course these are your consumables. You will need more further down the line. If you're thinking about perhaps getting these for the first time, a great opportunity to do so this evening at a great price. 20 minutes left, Debbie. So what are we going to be doing with these? What can you show us with the pencils?
Well, I am probably the biggest fan of our Aquablend pencils. I absolutely adore them. So much you can do with them, so many watercolour effects that you can create with them, but in the form of a pencil. And a pencil that is artist quality, premium grade wax in there. It is highly pigmented, but it's all water soluble. It's absolutely incredible, and I love them. And I love them because they're so easy to use. They're so forgiving. If you have loved or wanted to try colouring, but always been a little bit afraid when it comes to alcohol colouring, because there's a little bit of, you know, a bit of work to be done with an alcohol colour. With these, it's so easy. It is super easy to use, and I'm going to show you that. I want you to think, though, just in terms of that collection, and we're talking 72 pencils.
Yeah.
We're not talking 72 colours.
No.
We are talking a whole heap more. We're talking hundreds of different colour combinations. You can mix them directly onto your cardstock and mix the two, and I'll show you that in a second. I've got a lovely little floral stamp here at the side of me. And then I'll show you that lovely, the shaving technique, where you shave off the pencils,
end of the pencils,
the end of the pencils, the wax. I'm not going to do the other bits.
What?
Yes, you have to be careful how you say it. We'll come to it in a minute. I'm not going to get myself into a whole heap of trouble.
Don't do that. Not with only 20 minutes left.
Our Spectrum is next door, and I'm going to behave myself.
Yes.
I really am.
Best behaviour.
Yes, best behaviour. Let's show you, though, how easy these are to use. Now, each one of these pencils is... talk about quality. Superb quality. Literally thick, richly pigmented from top to bottom, and I genuinely mean it. Wait till you see it. And these will last you a very, very, very long time. Now, I always, when I'm popping my colour down, I always hold my pencils. I do it with the same with the colour blends, but I just literally take a little bit, and there's no when I say there's no what's the word, effort because, and again, you've got choices whether you take a brush, like a brush, damp brush, and it will be a damp brush, let me tell you, when you're doing this, or you can take your sparkle pen and you can create the same effects, because don't forget, this is a water brush at the end of the day with a little hint of sparkle in there.
That's it.
And straight away, you're drawing out colour. If you want to add more, never ever put that pencil into there, but just add a little bit more, going down. As we often say, this is demystifying the world of watercolour, but in the technique wise, it's just in the form of a pencil. But how incredible are these? How beautiful these colours are, and we'll talk about the mix of colours in a second, because we've still got a little bit of time, so I can do a few little things with these, because these are probably one of my favourite things that we do here at Crafters. And I'm not just saying that because Leanne's next door. I'm saying it because I love working with them. I was one of those people that was terrified to work with watercolour. Yeah. I thought I could never achieve the looks that I used to see online. I'm thinking, got else chance I'm going to be able to do anything like that. But you absolutely can. Now I'm just going to dry that off just for a second, because I am going to add a little bit more of another colour into there as well. Have a play with them. They really are absolutely beautiful. And if you want to add more to it, do this drying off stage, because you can go in, you don't want to be ruining the pencil, you don't want to be ruining that lovely pigmented, and it is water soluble, but you don't want to be ruining that pigmented core. So just make sure that you don't do that.
Are you more for pencils or the aqua pens?
I love them both.
Oh dear.
I do, yeah.
And what makes your mind up as to which you will use on a certain project?
Do you know, that is a good question. I was just thinking, who's asked that question? That's a really good one.
That was me.
Was that right?
Yeah.
So I don't, do you know what? I'll be totally honest. I think it'll probably be the mood that I'll be in.
Oh, okay.
Because you'll get to, and I'll show you in a second, because if you caught the show this morning, you'll have seen that I did a very, very quick, easy demonstration colouring in using the tricolours. I think it depends on my mood, really, to be fair. Yeah. Because you get two similar looks, but with two different mediums. Yeah. And that's a good question, that, Ben.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, really good question.
So it just depends what mood you're in.
Yeah, the kind of look that I want to go for. A pencil gives you a softer look. I'll say a softer look. Because, to be fair, I mean, look how easy they are to add as well. Yeah. And I do mean that, and I always do. I'm not going to say do. No, I'm not going to say it.
Say what?
Do.
Oh, I said it. Ah, another pound in the jar. Pound in the jar.
I always do.
Another one.
I'm doing it again. Oh my goodness, I'm saying it, Debbie. But yeah, when I add it, I always dry it in. But you can just go straight in. So we could add, like, let's go with the blue. Let's just add a bit of blue.
Do you know what I loved as well with this? I think it was you that said, or whoever said it, it's such a great idea. Great little gift you could send.
Absolutely.
Well, not just the pencils, but if you like stamp out a few images, if you wanted to send stuff to like the kids or the grandkids or whatever, and then you can like swatch down some of the colours or some watercolour cardstock for them then to paint.
It was just a way to show you that, Ben, because that's something we do a lot here. You know, I'm glad you brought it up, because
I thought it was a great idea.
You don't have to take all your pencils out with you. You can already start to see that colouring, and we are literally colouring in very, very quickly here. What other colours shall we use? Let's go in with this gorgeous orange. Let's do a little bit of a mix of a couple of colours. Let's go in. Scribble. Yeah. And I say scribble, you can scribble. You do not have to be really careful there. You can go in and add a couple of the colours. Let's go and add a bit of
Just a quick question from Carol. What did you use to stamp out the images as well? What ink pad did you use to stamp out?
For this one?
Yeah.
This was a water, because I've got a watercolor cardstock. It's the Finesse, the waterproof one. Yes. So yes, for this one. And if you're talking about with the reverse stamp that I did, you can use either. Yeah. You can use either. It won't really affect any difference there. So just a little bit of a scribble, grabbing me little let's go with sparkle, because I do like a bit of sparkle. Just getting rid of that colour though, and then just mix your colours.
Watercolour pencils are my favourite, says Joyce Powell.
Yeah, they're so easy to use. And like I said, nothing Very forgiving.
I was just about to say, I knew you were going to say that. It's a very forgiving colour way to colour, isn't it?
Yeah, a very lovely, easy way. Do you know, for anybody that, you know, if you, like you said, a really giftable item, these, to somebody that, you know, it's a very mindful thing, colouring. It's a really mindful craft. And anybody can do it. Anybody can pick up a pencil. Anybody can scribble a little bit down like this.
Yeah.
There's, you know, it's not, like I said, there's no maths behind it or anything like that. It's just get a little bit of colour down and then just literally watch it dissolve with a bit of a water, because it's the water soluble nature that does that. And again,
have fun, have a play.
Have a play, literally have a play. Can you see I've done a little bit of smudging there? I'm not going to worry, because tell you why. I'm going to get a bit of a blue.
Oh yeah.
Let's go with a bit of a blue. Well, let me just dry that flower off though for a second. Yeah, don't worry, it's very forgiving. Very, very forgiving. But again, I'm just going to come in now and just squiggle. Let's squiggle into areas. And this is only because I've got mucky fingers, Ben, which is why I've got little bits of effect here. I'm just going to scribble around. And I did say it's probably one of the most easiest mediums to colour with.
Yeah.
And it's the same applies to the tricolour as well. Excuse me, the old throat there is going. Yeah, it's the same effect with the tricolours. You'll get the same effect.
Colette has asked a question.
Yeah?
When you use the coloured pencils, do you have to blend right away, or does it matter if you do the blending layer later?
Later, you could do it later. It does not matter in the slightest. And I'll show you that in a sec. Oh, I've got pink on there then.
Oh.
I've contaminated the colour there. Let's go in and just create a little bit of a background wash round there. And it doesn't matter, like I said, if you lay down your colour and then you want to come back to it, do that.
Yeah.
Literally, do that. It's one of those that you can go back to. Now, with your tricolour aquas, it's a bit different to that. It's something that you can activate with water, but it's something that you do more instant.
Yeah.
Whereas this, and again, I've been really rough around here because you can tell I'm not but I just want to show you just how easy it is to achieve these kind of
Question from
looks.
Lynn. This is a good question. It says, out of curiosity, can
Say
you...
that again, sorry.
Lynn says, out of curiosity,
Yeah.
can you rub out coloured pencil like you could a normal pencil?
Ooh, never been asked that before.
I've never seen that question before.
That's a really good question, Lynn. Do you know what? We'll try it. Have you got an eraser?
Have we got an eraser? That is the question.
Now, can you see how quick and easy that was to do that, Ben? Super, super quick, super easy. And I scribbled. I didn't add loads of things in there, but I can go back and add if I want to. It's the same applies to the tricolour aqua. You can go back and add if you want to. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of... Let's come in with a little bit of red down into here.
Oh, there's a tiny eraser on the end of this pencil in your...
Is it my bag? That's fine. We'll do that. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do that.
Interesting question.
That's a really good question. Who asked that one?
That was Lynn Morton.
Lynn, I love the question there.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that question. Can you see when I said, though, I'm not, no rhyme or reason?
No.
No, you know, look how gorgeous that looks.
That's amazing.
Absolutely beautiful. And it shows you just how quick and easy it is to do. If you want to make quick cards, easy cards, quick colouring, easy achievable colouring, you're going to go for these every single time. What a great question. So I have got a little bit of a... There. No.
No.
And do you know why? And I'll tell you why. Pigmented.
Yeah.
Very, very highly pigmented. It's not like a pencil.
No.
Pencils are lead. This is different. So that was a good question, and I'm glad I could show you live on air, because I could say it, but until you see it, then you believe me.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to see one quick, cool last technique?
Oh, we're doing the fireworks?
Oh my God, I love this one.
Here we go.
Love this one. Grab your craft knife, shave the end of your pencil.
Oh, just thought of another question whilst you're doing this.
Go on then.
It's because you're shaving the end. You know when we want to sharpen these?
Yes.
Do we sharpen these like a normal pencil?
You sharpen them, but you turn the sharpener, not the pencil.
Right, and we don't need a
You
specific...
turn the sharpener on the end. So you're going to go like this. You're going to keep the pencil straight.
Yeah.
You're going to turn the sharpener.
And we don't need a specialised sharpener, no?
Spectrum Raw do the really good one,
Yeah,
because it's got two ends.
Yeah.
So although I would say any sharpener will work, get yourself a Spectrum Raw one. They're so cheap. They're next to nothing.
Yeah.
And again, you're probably thinking, oh my God, what's she doing? What's she doing?
What on earth is she
are
doing?
you
She's
doing?
lost her mind.
You could actually do this though with your, do you know your sharpener? You know your ends, and when you sharpen.
Oh yes, yeah.
You could use those ends. You could
Oh,
take
like
them
that.
out and pop them onto a scrap piece of paper. I am literally taking. Let me grab a little bit of a green in there as well.
And just to clarify, Seeley says, so you don't use water on the pencil, yeah? You're not dipping your pencil in the water.
No.
Don't do that.
No. Leanne will come round and slap your legs.
Yeah.
No, you don't do that.
She'll
with
appear
any
from
of
under your craft desk and slap you around the legs and then disappear.
Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that. And that's the same with the pencils as well. You'll interfere with the core. You don't want to do that. Just going to add another little bit of colour just to create a little bit of a wow factor just at the very end. Right, so spritzer. Where have you put your spritzer, Debbie? There it is. You're going to spritz. Now, of course, with the spritzer, it propels a little bit of air out as well as water at the same time. And I say water, dear Lord, I've barely got any left. Hang on a minute. Let me just transfer a little bit into there. Oops, I'm dribbling. Oops.
Oh.
I've dribbled. Oh God, I'll clean it up, I promise. Anybody who asks what's that water doing behind Debbie, it's just literally I've dribbled the spritzer.
Yeah.
It's on my map, Nick, it's fine. Right, you ready? So I'm going to hold that down. But yes, when you spritz, you will get some movement. So some of the shavings will move. However,
this is great,
come on in and then spritz away and watch the lovely little magic happen, and it creates some really lovely confetti-like bursts of colour. And you can go on with a wet. So if you want to spritz your cardstock first and then chuck your shavings in, I'll just do it very quickly because I know we're running out of time. I do apologise, Nick, but you can still go in and add the shavings. So either way will work. I suppose it depends on the look. Let it dry naturally. It creates a beautiful, stunning background. It really, truly does. But let that dry naturally, and you can still spritz your cardstock first, and then go in with your shavings, because again, that looks really equally as lovely too. So, a couple of ways that you can do that, and the excess shavings that don't disintegrate or don't water soluble effect, don't worry, you just knock them off. Because that's it. And there you go.
Wow.
I don't know how I squeezed all that in, but I did.
You blooming did as well, with some time to spare. Oh my gosh, says Roseanne Baker. That is phenomenal. I love it. And Sue Benson says, who knew making a mess was really crafting? Wow. We always say if you're not making a mess, you're probably not having as much fun as you should be.
Exactly.
But listen, if you want to pick these up, if you love the idea of creating these amazing backgrounds, creating these amazing watercoloured images, this is the set that you need to go for as far as the pencils are concerned. 72 pencils in total that you're getting for an incredible price. It should be, well, these are $24.99, aren't they, is what they are. A tin normally. So if you're platinum, $41.60. It's like you buy a tin and a half, you get a tin and a half free. That's the way I look at it. $49.60 if you're platinum. So again, really great value. The portrait collection, all of these colours that you're going to receive. Again, if you've already bought these and you think, oh, I've got a different tin, they're just newly configured again. These aren't new colours per se, just kind of been newly bundled up, if you like. So all of those colours there within your portrait collection. You're then also going to get the essentials collection within this set as well. And as you saw, really, really richly pigmented cores. These giving you the opportunity to, not only create beautiful colours, 24 beautiful colours here, but then by adding your water, creating new colours, creating all of the different gradients of the colours within each of the tins. So that's your second set, which is your essentials collection. And then you've also got within this bundle your landscape collection too, which again, if I just show you here, you've got loads of great different colours throughout that set. So your red berry, the sunshine, all of your greens for all those beautiful landscapes, so your verdant green, pine green, forest green, your spruce. Then we go into your blues, so sky blue, glacier blue, and then your purples, so iris and orchid. And then into your sort of, well, I suppose your oranges and your browns here as well, so hickory and bison and clay. The beeswax is absolutely gorgeous. Wheat, nutmeg, your charcoal brown, tobacco, umber, wood, moss, and then your cloudy grey. All of those you're going to get within that set for just $41.60 or $49.60. if you're picking those up today. Thank you for the day, says Barbara Sackley. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We've really, really enjoyed it today. I think these sort of educational days are absolutely brilliant. And we love the fact that you can kind of come in, watch the shows, pick up all of the hints and tips and go away with the products, knowing how to use them and taking all the inspiration from our guys. Debbie, fantastic, amazing demos today, says Christine Mahoney. Good job. And Ben, you did okay.
I love Christine.
Lol, says Christine. Hey, I'll take okay. I'll take okay. Don't want to kind of peak too much because we got a busy couple of weeks coming up, and where I'll need to be better than okay. Because next week it all kicks off. Tune in on Monday. Ben was okay on Friday. Will he manage to be just better than okay on Monday? Tune in, same time, same bad channel. When are you back, Mrs.?
I'm here Thursday, but I'm in the background, kind of doing some things. I might even head down to the warehouse and do a little bit of live filming.
What?
I might, just a little idea me and Sarah had. But yes, I'll be back on Thursday, but in the background, I'll be looking after Leanne, looking after Sarah, looking after you, and looking after Tracy and the team as well, because they all need hands on deck. So I'm coming up Thursday to do a little bit of hands on deck, a little bit of filming, and a few other bits as well. But I am back the following week with a new launch into the second week. However, guess whose birthday is first?
Happy birthday on Sunday.
Happy birthday to me.
40.
Oh, God love you. You smooth little talker, you. Hi.
45.
Yes, 45.
45. Yeah.
45. Do I look a day over 45, Ben?
I would have said 35.
Oh, you smooth talker, you. Yes, I'm going to enjoy my birthday before the big birthday kicks off, because it's the big 18th birthday. So, yes, I'll be out and about. I'll be social posting and things like that as well. So, yes, it's going to be a good one. And thank you to everybody who's already wished me happy birthday, because it is Sunday. You can wish it me on Sunday if you want. I want to feel the love, birthday love.
Have a fabulous birthday. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of the team today for a fabulous day. Make sure you're tuning in over the course of the weekend, and don't forget to join us on Monday when our 18th birthday event kicks off. Until then, have a brilliant weekend. We'll see you then. Bye for now.